Okay, this is factoring video F, as in factor. Your first step in any type of factoring problem is to take out the greatest common factor in any problem. So even when you're faced with a trinomial like this, don't be in a rush to, oh yeah, that cool X thing that Mr. L taught me. Yeah, 3 times -18, -54, like you would know that. But adds up to -3, and then you get stuck because you don't know how to do that. Well, it'd be 6 and 9, but it still wouldn't be right in the end, completely. Anyways, greatest common factor is always your first step. So the biggest number that will go into all of these is 3. I don't take out an x because all of them don't have an x. So I just take out a 3 and then think about what would be left inside the parenthesis. So I think backwards. If I took out 3, that'd be x squared would be left. If I took out 3, there would just be a 1x. If I took out 3, I would just have a -6. So then I focus on just the part that you can see right now. Focus on that. Treat that as a separate problem. Factor it. Break it down. So now, kind of just forgetting about the 3 for now, I need something that will multiply to -6 and add up to 1. That's going to be 3 and 2, I think. Wow, that was a really good 2 by me. Better. Let's see, 3 and -2 will give me 1. So notice I'm just focusing on this part. If I'm just focusing on this part, technically I can use the shortcut because what I'm focusing on only has a 1 for that a value, the first number. So I have x plus 3 and x minus 2. This isn't my answer though, because if I would do the distributive property, I'd only end up with x squared. I need 3x squared. So remember, at the very beginning is your 3. So now these lines are all the same thing, but I just factored it down and broke it down. So all these 3 things multiplied would get me back up to my original problem. One more similar to that. Oh. Okay. First step in any factoring problem, greatest common factor. So as I look, number-wise, my greatest common factor is 4. They also have a x's in common. I choose the smallest one, so I choose the x squared. So then I think about, okay, what would be left inside this parenthesis? I took out 4x squared. So all that's left is just 2 of those x's, x squared. I took out 4x squared, all that would be left is 1 of the x's, positive 3. Took out 4x squared. There's no more x squareds. There's just a -4. So now, similar to my first example, I just kind of forget about this for a little bit, and I just focus on breaking this down and factoring it, because this looks like a problem I can do pretty easily and quickly. So I'm just focusing on the part that I underline. Need something that multiplies to -4, adds up to 3. I think those numbers will be 4 and 1, and it needs to be a -1. 4 minus 1 is 3. So then I can go straight to my answer. X plus 4, x minus 1. But if I wrote this as an answer, this wouldn't be the same thing as what I started with, so this can't be a right answer. But when I include the 4x squared down below, then if I multiplied all these three things together, I would get back up to my original answer. This is just the factored form broken down. Always take the greatest common factor out first. Factoring video F, as in